Welcome back. Today on Dialed In DIY, I'm gonna resurrect an old compressor that was used for jump starts, portable power, and filling up tires and stuff. The awesome thing is there's actually a whole lot of these out there that you can find free or pretty cheap in a lot of different ways because most of them had the exact same problem. They had a battery pack on the inside that could be recharged, but the battery tends to be the first thing that goes inside of these. The reason people tend to get rid of them when that happens is because once the battery doesn't work and it can't take a charge, you can't just plug it straight in and make it work. This one has actually been dead for I think about 15 years or so, and I'm going to prove that it's actually really easy to give it life again. So once I flip the thing over and drop the battery out, you can see that it is this huge lead acid battery on the inside that's a 12-volt battery. It weighs about 15 pounds and costs about $50 to replace. I don't want to spend any money to get this back up and running, so we're not going to do that. Let's figure out a good way to hack it and get it working again. Before I spend any time actually doing anything to change this up, I really want to make sure that it will work. So we're going to bypass where the battery was and use a new external battery source. I have this power pack that can be used to jumpstart a car, which will run the 12 volts that I need to get this rolling. And if I can make the pump work, I'll be good to go with a further modification. Since everything works, I'm going to go ahead and take these double-ended cigarette lighter adapter that came with the compressor and take one of the ends off of it and wire it straight up so I can just plug it in and not worry about a battery connection. I'll just run it hardwired to power. And now for the obligatory warning. Just like anything else where you're connecting something that runs power, make sure that you have positive matched up to positive and negative matched up to negative. Reversing the polarity on something like this could be a big problem, so just don't do it. So I know I did say I wanted to bypass the battery and run it straight to hardwire on power, but I did think it would be fun to see if I could make this work off of my portable power pack, which has a 12-volt out connection. So I'm actually going to line that up and see if we can make it work from there. Although the beeping sound doesn't mean flatline, it does mean that's a fail, because it means the compressor needs more current than my power pack can deliver. So this battery pack isn't going to cut it, but I have other options. Before I do another modification, I do want to make sure it will run from another power source, so I'm sticking it in my car to see if a standard cigarette lighter will make the compressor work. I am really thrilled at this result. This means I now have a working emergency light and compressor that I can use anywhere I want as long as I can connect to the car. The only challenge is the short cord on it right now won't let me reach the tires, so we need to add a little extra distance to the power connections. And oh, this can serve me so much more fun uses other than just an emergency tool. In fact, I've got a lot of other things I've made in previous videos that require a form of compressed air, and now I can make them much more portable and easier to operate, so I'm having fun experimenting. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to stop by Dialed In DIY to check out my video. If you liked this pumped up repair, or at least felt like you got a little something out of it, I'd love it if you'd let me know by clicking that thumbs up below. As long as you're here, I'd also love it if you'd subscribe to my channel, ring that bell so you'll get notifications on future videos, and please do feel free to come on back whenever you want, because there will be plenty more Dialed In DIY to come.